This somatic movement flow is called Somatic Seated Moving Twists. You can also do this sitting in a chair. So the benefits of this sequence is to bring mobility and flexibility to the spine and also erase stress and tension found in the neck, shoulders, and the entire back and into the hips. So to begin with, let's close our eyes and bring your palms facing upward, drawing our attention inward. Let's take one cleansing breath together. So inhale through the nose. Audible sound on the exhale. Softening the face, the shoulders, the legs, the hips. So we begin our practice becoming alert and aware in the now moment, blinking your eyes open. Okay, and for a pre-check with this flow, bring your left hand to your right knee, sit up nice and tall, and come into a twist to the right. So being safe with your body, honoring your range of motion without pain or strain, pick an imaginary dot or place an imaginary dot on the floor, piece of furniture, or on the wall. So this is going to be something that we'll check in at the end of this flow. So now keep your hands where they are and unwind back to neutral. Now from this position, sit up nice and tall, and then let's mindfully move to the right. So extend through the top of the head and keep your head centered over the chest. Bring your right shoulder blade back, left shoulder blade back, maybe a slight arch in the lower back. And then mindfully disengage those muscles in the back body, round through the back body, chin to chest, tuck the pelvis under, release the weight of the head down towards the chest. And from here, tilt the pelvis forward. That's where we initiate the movement. Stacking, lifting, spiraling to the right with the shoulders and the torso, but the head stays center over the chest. Let's change the angle. So bring your shoulder blades back to a different place in your back body. And then coming out slow and smooth. Keep your hands where they are, chin to chest. Both shoulders roll forward, pelvis tucks, and at the end, release the muscles of the neck. And there's a pause here. So the back body is in a longer shape. And then lifting, stacking. Let's explore one more vector, one more angle. So at the top of the movement, keep your head centered over the chest. Once again, change your body shape slightly. Where does your body want to move where it just feels good? And then coming out slow and smooth. Shoulders forward, chin to chest, pelvis tucks. Large C shape in the back body. And then we're going to come up again, but changing the instructions a little bit. As the torso turns to the right, head is going to move over towards the left shoulder. So the head is moving opposite direction of the twist. And keeping the hands where they are, let's unwind mindfully. If we keep our eyes closed, then we keep our attention inward, and we can strengthen the brain to muscle connection through this intention. And then again, lifting, stacking, head turns left, torso turns right. Let's pause at the top, bring the shoulder blades back at a different angle. Notice how your body wants to move in this shape. And then coming out slow and smooth. And this time the chin comes over towards the right shoulder. Both shoulders forward, but the head dips down towards the right shoulder. And then one more time, lifting, spiraling the spine, and bringing the head towards the left shoulder blade back, right shoulder blade back, sitting up nice and tall, and unwinding slow and smooth. The head moves over towards the right shoulder, tucking the pelvis, chin to chest. Move in a way that feels good to you right now. And then let's come back up into a seated position. Bring the hands forward. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale, grounding down towards the earth. And let's explore the post check to the right side. Left hand on right knee and twisting to the right, including the head. Notice if you've increased your range of motion. Are you looking at a different place behind you now? I definitely have. There's at least 10 to 15 degrees difference. How about you? And let's unwind. Let's extend the legs so that we can prepare for the other side. But first, let's just point and flex the toes. Maybe bring some circles to the ankles. And maybe even bringing some movement into the knees and legs. And then let's come back to our start position. And if you have been seated with your legs crossed, let's bring the other leg in front. And get set up. And let's explore the left side. So pre-check is to bring the right hand over to the left knee and sitting up nice and tall, looking over the left shoulder without pain or strain. Pick a spot to put your imaginary dot there. Pre-check. And then keep your hands where they are, coming out of the twist. And let's come into a forward fold. We're going to begin in a forward fold this time. A little bit different than the other side. And let's come up, stack and lift, setting it up to keep the head over the chest and bring both shoulder blades back. When I'm inviting you to create new body shapes, the invitation is to let your somatic intelligence guide you into a position that it might feel a little uncomfortable, but it also feels good at the same time. And release. I'm going to explain that a little bit while we're exploring this left side. But first, chin to chest, tuck the pelvis, release the muscles of the neck. So let's come up again. What I mean by, I'm going to elaborate, is that there's stiffness and sensory motor amnesia throughout the body. So we get these chances when we hug the muscles in towards our bones to discover different parts of ourselves that we may not normally feel and disengage. And this mindful engagement of muscle groups and disengagement is the neuroscience of gentle somatic yoga. We call this pendiculation. All right, let's do one more time. I forget whether we've done 2 or 3, so let's go ahead and explore one more. So this time, maybe bring an arch to your lower back and explore a different angle with your left shoulder blade back, perhaps. Breathe, sense and feel from the inside out, and then unwind mindfully. This is how we're regaining our range of motion, is by re-educating the brain to muscle connection. This time lifting up. Bring the head over to the right shoulder, torso twists left. Squeeze specific muscle groups behind in your back body. Where does your body want to move? Pause at some point. And then witness from the inside out how those muscles that were once short are now long, because both shoulders forward, chin to chest, tuck the pelvis. Chin over towards the left shoulder. As we stack and lift and spiral, head moves right, torso moves left, shoulders move left. Sit up nice and tall. What would feel good in this moment in your body? Take that shape and then unwind mindfully. Coming back. Chin to chest, forward fold, chin towards left shoulder, both shoulders forward. Last time to explore one last body shape in this somatic movement flow. Move in a way that feels good to your body. And release. Coming forward, last time, tuck the pelvis, chin over towards the left shoulder. And let's come back up to seated. Both hands forward, palms facing up. Inhale. Exhale. Soften, opening opening for the energy to flow evenly through the body. And then let's explore post-check. So right hand on left knee, sitting up nice and tall. Slowly twist to the left, exploring your renewed range of motion, hopefully. Look over the left shoulder. And let's come back to neutral. That was post-check. So I hope you enjoyed that. The more that you practice, the more that you'll continue to create this as your new default, this flexibility that you just gained. And thanks for following along.